Students, now we are starting with chapter NPO. In NPO, there is a three types of sum. One is wherein opening balance sheet is already given in the question. Other type wherein opening balance sheet amounts given in the adjustment, where we will prepare opening balance sheet as a working note. And the third, where opening amount will be given in a tabular format. First, we will start with the sums where opening balance sheet already given in the question. So here we are starting with illustration 1 of NPO on page number 91. Now how we will do this sum? First we need to read the entire question properly. Come to the page number 91. Following is the balance sheet on 1st April 19 and receipt and payment account of Dayanand Library, Ambajogai. You are required to prepare income and expenditure account of the year ended 31st March 20 and balance sheet as on that date. Balance sheet as on 31st March 19. So opening balance sheet is given to us. And below that, receipt and payment account for the entire year is given. Now what we will do? Capital fund, where it will come under liability. Subscription, we are not starting with the sum. You are just only jot it down in your question paper. Capital fund, liability. Subscription received in advance, liability. Outstanding expense, liability. So basically all the amounts appearing in your opening balance sheet will write as it is in closing balance sheet, except on asset side cash and bank balance and stock of postage stamp or equipment or stock of material, etc. So we'll copy entire balance sheet as it is in my closing balance sheet. Liability side will write it down everything. On asset side except cash and bank balance and stock of postage stamp or stock of sports material, etc. So this is your first part, but I am not writing it down now. Furniture, books, stock of postage stamp we will not write in balance sheet. Investment in securities, asset side, cash in and cash at bank will ignore it. Now come to the receipt and payment account for the year ended 31st March 20. Again receipt side has a two effect, where it will go either पैसा आया है तो टू, either it will be a income or it will be a liability. We'll write at one place, either it will be an income or it will be a liability. Member subscription is an income for us, so near that you will write it down I. Entrance fees again income, write it down I. Sale of old newspaper I. Hire of lecture hall, interest on securities and life membership fees. All this is my income, so we'll write it down. Now come to the payment side. Payment side has a two option. पैसा गया है, so either we are buying any asset or it is an expenditure. So either it will come over asset side or it will come over expense side. Salaries, expenditure, purchase of postage stamp. It is expenditure, but how we will write, I will explain you. Books is an asset for us. So what we'll do, we'll put a dot where in the opening balance sheet near books. We have not started with the sum, we are just reading the sum. So what you will do, put a dot near books. One dot. Outstanding expense paid. Now this expenditure is of last year. We are preparing income and expenditure for the year 1st April 19 to 31st March 20. So this is not an expenditure of current year. Now you can see there is an outstanding expense of last year. So where we will write? We will write in liability side where we have already written in the inner column less paid 2000, outer column dash. So this is not an expenditure of current year, this is of last year. So you will search where? In your balance sheet. Investment in fixed deposit, it is an asset for us. So we will note it down A. Furniture, again it is asset for us, note it down A. But now what we will do? Already we have a furniture of last year. So put a dot on the opening balance sheet near furniture. Buy printing and stationery, expenditure. Rent, expenditure. Balance, write it down. This is a closing cash and bank balance. So we'll write it down in balance sheet. So write it down A and A. So with the help of pencil, you have jotted down where there is an adjustment on receipt and payment account. Now there are additional adjustment given below. Depreciation on books. So put one more dot near books. So now there is a two adjustment on books. We have put a 2 dot. So we have to leave a 3 lines, 1, 2 and 3. That is what I am telling you. First you have to go to the question and put a dot wherever adjustment is there. Then depreciation on furniture at 8.5%. Again put a dot on furniture. On furniture also there is a 2 adjustments. 50% of entrance fees and whole amount of life membership fees should be capitalized. Put a dot on entrance fees and life membership fees. Adjustment number 4. Library had 2000 members paying subscription of rupees 2000 each. Now by this particular adjustment, what they are giving us, there are 2000 members and each member paying subscription fees of rupees 100. So my total subscription will be rupees 2 lakh. So in income and expenditure account, my subscription on the outer column will be 2 lakh. So I am writing this on the outer column. This is my total subscription of rupees 2 lakh. How did you get this? 2000 into 100. Now what to do over here, I will tell you later on. The value of unused postage stamp was rupees 200. So this is a closing stock of postage stamp. What to do with this, that also I will tell you. So how you will start with the sum? You have gone through the entire question. Wherever adjustment was there, you have put a dot. You have noted down the posting. Opening balance sheet, entirely we will write it down in my closing balance sheet except cash and bank balance and stock of postage stamp. So we have noted down this entire balance sheet. For receipt and payment account, receipt has a 2 option where either it will be an income or it will be an liability. For payment also we have a 2 option, either it will be expense or asset. Wherever adjustment is there with my opening balance sheet, we have put a dot over opening balance sheet also. Now we'll draw a line for income and expenditure account and balance sheet. Now again I am starting it. Now we will actually starting with the sums by writing. What we'll do? Capital fund will write in inner column. Subscription received in advance will write in inner column. Outstanding expense will write in inner column. This is how we are done with our liability side posting. Now come to the asset side. Furniture, we have made a 2 dot, so we have to leave a 3 lines. For books, again we have made a 2 dots, so we have to leave a 3 lines. Stock of postage stamp, ignore it for a time being. Investment in securities, no dot, so we directly write in outer column. Opening cash in and cash at bank, ignore. This is how we have done with my opening balance sheet posting. Now come to the receipt and payment account. Again 2 balance brought down, cash in and cash at bank, ignore it. To members subscription, we have a 2 adjustments. So I have written 1,80,000 and leave a 3 lines. Entrance fees, there is a 1 dot, so I am writing in inner column. Sale of old newspaper, we have already mentioned it is income. Outer column, hire of lecture hall, no adjustment. Outer column, interest on securities, no adjustment. Outer column. Life membership fees, there is a VO dot, so I am writing in inner column. So receipt side posting is done. Now come to the asset side. Salary, expenditure, no adjustment. Outer column. Purchase of postage stamp. See, now understand. What is my expenditure? Whatever I have consumed in my current year is my expenditure. So how you will get that? Opening stock plus purchase minus closing stock. The postage stamp which was unused in my previous year, I will brought it down to current year. What I have purchased in current year, that I will add to it, and the unused postage of current year, that I will reduce over here. So I will get postage stamp consumed in current year, and that is my actual expenditure. Correct? Now where you will get opening stock? From the opening balance sheet, what we have ignored it at that point of time. So opening stock how much? 500. From where we got this amount? From opening balance sheet. Purchase of postage stamp 1500. So where we will write purchase of postage stamp? We have to write this format: postage stamp consumed, opening stock plus purchase minus closing stock. This closing stock will be given in the adjustment. So whenever we come to the adjustment, that time will complete it. And we know that balance sheet and receipt payment account only as a one posting. So 500 we have written, 1500 also we have written only one time. Now continue. Outstanding expense paid. This is of last year, or not of current year. Outstanding expense of last year, which we have already mentioned in my balance sheet. Now we are paying it. So last year paid 2000, outer column dash. It is not an expenditure of current year. So we are not supposed to write in my income and expenditure account. So if you write in inner column, you can immediately strike that this is in last year. So I have to reduce it from liability and outer column dash. Investment in fixed deposit, it is an asset, so we will write in asset side. Furniture, again asset, we will write simply addition. Then printing stationery expenditure, come to the expenditure side, write it down. Land, again it is an expenditure, write it down. And then balance, carried down. So it is a closing cash and bank balance, we will come to the asset and we will write it down. So this is how first we will read the question, notate down the adjustment and where to put a dot and how much line to be leave, and then we will start with this actual sum. Now come to the adjustment. Depreciation on books at 10%. So books 7,50,500 less depreciation at 10%, 70,050. Second effect, two depreciation books 70,050. Outer column minus it and write it down. Depreciation on furniture at 8.5%. Now you will see there is something has been written on payment side, purchase date of furniture. So we need to make a working note like we have done it in our partnership final account for furniture. We have a total furniture of rupees 80,000. We will get divided into two parts. This is your old furniture of rupees 50,000 and new furniture 30,000. When you have purchased this on books. Okay, books has also same adjustment. So we are doing it for furniture. Furniture we have purchased on 1st of July. So 50,000 into 8.5%, we have used it for full year. Into 12 upon 12. 50,000 into 8.5 upon 100 into 12 upon 12 comes to 4250. Here we have purchased furniture on 1st of July. So we will count the date from 1st of July. It comes to 9 months. So we have to calculate the depreciation for 9 months. 30,000 into 8.5 upon 100 into 9/12. Why it is 9/12? Because we have purchased on 1st of July. Then amount comes to 1912. The same way we will do it for books also. 650, 500 to my old books, and the new books will be 1 lakh rupees, which I have purchased on 1st of October. So over here we will write 6/12 instead of 9/12. So my total depreciation will be 6162. So that's the same. We will reduce it from furniture depreciation 6162, and the second effect will be on the expenditure side. So this is how we will do it, a working note. The same working note is there for partnership final account on machinery also. Now 50% of entrance fees and the whole amount of life membership fees should be capitalized. So let's capitalize 50%. Second effect will add to the capital fund. Do remember what we are capitalizing, that only we will add to the capital fund. And the life membership fees 100% is capitalized, so less 10,000, and second effect capital fund. Now for adjustment number 4. Library had 2000 members paying subscription of ₹100 each. So 2000 members into 100, so my total subscription will be ₹2 lakh. Now you can see there is a subscription received in advance in balance sheet. Now this was a subscription of current year which I have already received in previous year. So the member who have paid in previous year, they won't pay you again in this year. So I need to adjust this to my income. This 3000 income of current year, correct? But we have received in previous year. So what to do? We'll simply add this amount over here. So here we will write it down, less income bracket current year 3000. So do remember, when subscription received in advance, we will reduce it from liability part and will add to the income part. Add subscription in bracket, what you will write it down, last year. Why last year? Because this 3000 we have received in last year. The amount is 1,83,000. Correct? See, now this is now my subscription 1,83,000 we have received. 1,80,000 in the current year already given on receipt side, and 3,000 of subscription of current year we have received in last year. So the total subscription received of current year is 1,83,000. How much was receivable? 2 lakh. So 17,000 is your hidden adjustment, outstanding subscription of current year. Do remember this. How we will get this 17,000? How we will get this 17,000? It is a balancing figure. It is a balancing figure. You know that your total subscription is of ₹2 lakh. How much you have received? 1,83,000. So 17,000 is your outstanding subscription of which year? Of current year. Now what will be the second effect? Current year outstanding subscription. We will write it on asset side. So this is how this 17,000 has came. It is a which adjustment? It is a hidden adjustment. It is not mentioned in your question. It is not given in your question. We know that my subscription is ₹2 lakh. I have received 1,83,000, 1,80,000 in current year, 3,000 in last year. So 1,83,000 subscription 2 lakh. So 17,000 is my current year outstanding, which I have to supposed to write. So this is how we done with adjustment number 4. Now come to the adjustment number 5. The value of unused postage stamp was rupees 200. Unused means it is my closing stock. And adjustment always has a two effect. First, we will write it down in our chart. This we have already made 200. We have to reduce it in outer column 1800. And second effect of this unused postage stamp, that is closing stock or unused postage stamp. Amount is 200. So this is how you will do with the NPO. How you will do? First you will read the question properly. Balance sheet, opening balance sheet, we have to copy it as it is in closing balance sheet, except in asset side, cash and bank balance and stock of postage stamp. Everything will copy it. What are the adjustment? How much line to be leave? How much line to be leave? That we will go through once entire question. We'll put a dot and then we will decide it. So first we will read the question. Wherever adjustment is there, we will put a dot and then we will start with the sums. What is the thumb rule? Copy entire balance sheet as it is in closing balance sheet. Receipt always has a two option. Either it will be an income or liability. Payment two option, expense and asset. Balance sheet and receipt payment will write only one time in my answer, and for adjustment we will write twicely. Now we will closing this sum. Two lakh 32,000 total is there. There is a surplus. So while what we will write? To surplus excess of income over expenditure. Amount will be 1,05,098. Will add to my capital fund surplus. 1,05,098. Outer column total is 8,80,988. There is nothing in liability side, only